Hello everyone, welcome to Chem Analysis. This is my second video on stereochemistry, and here I will solve some previous year CSR net and GATE questions on homotopic, anisotopic, diisotopic, atoms, groups or phase. And for basic introduction on this topic, I have uploaded one video previously. If you have not watched that video, you can watch by clicking on the I icon. You will get the link. So let's start the question answer session. You can see that the first question is given as we have to identify the relation between these two given compound. And if we draw the first compound, we can see here that if we rotate the molecule along this carbon and this carbon bond by 180 degree, then the compound will get converted, that this carbonyl group will come on the right side and it come here, and this methyl group due to 180 degree rotation will go below the plane, that is here will be methyl group, and this hydrogen group which is below the plane will come above the plane. That is, we can see that only operating a axis of symmetry, that is C2 axis, this compound can be interconverted to the other given compound. That means we can say that the given two compounds are homomers, that is identical. So option number B will be the correct answer. Next, see latter question. This question came in December 2011 in CSR net. We have to identify the relation between A and B compound which is generated by Markovnikov addition of HBr with this olefin. Now, Markovnikov addition to a olefin occurs through formation of carbocation. That is, hydrogen H plus, since HBr is an acid, it presents as H plus and Br minus, and H plus will attach to that carbon of the olefin which will generate the more stable carbocation. Or in other words, we can say that hydrogen atom H plus will attach to that carbon which contains more number of hydrogen atom. Since this carbon atom contains two hydrogen atom, but this carbon atom contains one hydrogen atom. So according to Markovnikov rule, H plus addition will take place at this carbon atom and it will become CH3, and here will be generation of carbocation. And since it is planar, since it is carbocation and hybridization of this carbon will be sp2, that is planar, so Br minus can attack from above the plane or below the plane. That is, there is a possibility of formation of two type of products, that is in one adduct Br minus will come or attach at this carbocation from above the plane, and there is another possibility of formation of products where Br minus will attack at the carbocationic center from below the plane. If we number it as A, it will be B. Now if we see the relationship between A and B, we can see that this since this is a chiral center, here if we see the stereochemistry of this chiral center, we can see that it will be 1, this carbon group will be 2 and methyl group will be 3, and there is hydrogen which is below the plane, that will be 4 priority. So stereochemistry of this carbon center will be, the rotation is clockwise, and since least priority group is below the plane, so stereochemistry will be R. And in this case also the stereochemistry of the chiral center will be R. Now if we see the stereochemistry of this new generated chiral center, we can see that here is rotation is 1, 2, 3 and 4 is hydrogen, that is below the plane. So the rotation is clockwise, and since least prior group is below the plane or apart from U, so the stereochemistry will be R. So the total stereochemistry of the product A is RR. On the other way, if we see the stereochemistry of this center, we can see here the most prior group is apart from U, and hydrogen, that is least prior group, is in front of U, that is above the plane. To identify the stereochemistry of such center, you can use your technique. Here I will tell you how I used to do to tackle such problem, that is to identify the stereochemistry of that center in which the least prior group is above the plane. In such cases, I mainly transfer the least prior group below the plane, that is far apart from U. And for that we can do here, if we rotate this carbon-carbon bond by 180 degree, then the least prior hydrogen group will go below the plane and bromine atom will come above the plane, and the structure will look like, that is if we rotate by 180 degree, then first let's draw the carbon chain. This methyl group will also rotate by 180 degree and will go in this side. Here will be bromine atom, this is methyl, and bromine atom will come above the plane, and least prior group hydrogen will go below the plane. That is, if we see the priority of the group, then it will be 1, this group will be 2, methyl group will be 3, and hydrogen will be 4. So from going 1, 2 and 3, the rotation is anti-clockwise and the least prior hydrogen group is below the plane. So the stereochemistry of this center is S, and the final stereochemistry of the product B is SR. That means we can see that stereochemistry of A is RR, where the stereochemistry of the two center, that is stereochemistry of the product, is SR, and these two are related to each other by diastereomeric pair. So we can say that the product A and B will be diastereomer to each other. So option number C will be the correct answer. Here it is given that epoxidation of R cyclohex 2-enol with peracetic acid yields a 95:5 mixture of compounds A and B. We have to identify the relation between A and B. Now first draw the structure of this R cyclohexene 2-ol. Here will be hydroxyl group, and it should be stereochemistry of this chiral center will be R. Now if we numbering the priority group, then it will be 1, this group will be 2, this group will be 3, and least prior group will be hydrogen, and the rotation is 1, 2 and 3. That is, the stereochemistry of this chiral center is R. I am again drawing this structure. So OH group will be above the plane. Now if we perform epoxidation with peracetic acid, that is CH3CO3H, this is peracid. Now here in this case, this olefin for this epoxidation reaction in presence of peracid behaves as a anisotropic phase. Since the epoxide product resulting from the attack of this peracid from above the phase will be enantiomer to the other product that is resulting from the attack of this peracid from below the phase. Now in this case, since OH group is above the plane and epoxidation in presence of such hydroxyl group, that is directing group, major product will be formed by through hydrogen bonding with this hydroxyl group, and epoxidation occurs from above the plane. That will be the major product. That is, this will be the major product and ratio of this will be 95%. and the other product, that is other possibility, is epoxidation from below the plane. Now, since this olefinic phase is anisotropic in nature, the stereochemistry of these two chiral center will be anisotropic to these two chiral center. If you solve the stereochemistry, you can get the exact stereochemistry of these two chiral center, and it will be anisotropic to each other. Now, since there is already one chiral center within the compound, so the relationship between these two compound will be diastereotopic. Suppose the stereochemistry of the second chiral center is R and this is S. Let's suppose, I am not showing the exact stereochemistry. If you try to solve the exact stereochemistry, I am solving it. That is, it will be 1. That is, this carbon oxygen bond group will be 1. This will be 2, and this is 3. So 1, 2, 3 clockwise rotation, and least square group is below the plane, so it is R. And in this case, this one is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So anti-clockwise rotation, and least square group is below the plane, so it is S. And if you see this chiral center, then you will get that this will be 1, this will be 2, and this is 3. So 1, 2, 3, but least square group is above the plane, so the stereochemistry of this chiral center will be S. And in this case, this one will be 1, this will be 2, and this is 3. That is 1, 2, 3 anti-clockwise rotation, but least square group is above the plane, so the stereochemistry will be opposite, that is it will be R. Now the formed compound, the stereochemistry of the two generated compound will be, it is R, RS, and this is R, S, R, and the relationship between these two compound is diastereotopic. So the compound A and B will be diastereomers to each other. Okay. Here we can see that we have to identify the relation between HA, HB and Br1, Br2. Now here, if we identify the relation between HA and HB, we can see that we cannot interconvert this HA and HB through any axis of symmetry or any plane of symmetry. That is, there is no plane of symmetry by which we can interconvert HA and HB, and that means this HA and HB will be diastereotopic to each other. That is, they are diastereotopic protons. Now if you see it other way, that is how we can say these two protons as diastereotopic. If you see the chemical or magnetic atmosphere around this HB, you can see that with respect to HB, these two methyl group are cis, but these two bromine atoms are trans. But on the other way, for HA, the two bromine atoms are cis, but the methyl groups are trans. That means we can see that chemical and magnetic environment around HA and HB are different. So in NMR spectrum, they will appear at different chemical shift value, and for that reason also we can say that HA and HB will be diastereotopic to each other. And in the next case, if we see the relationship between Br1 and Br2, then we can think about a sigma plane passing through the middle of this carbon-carbon bond and along this carbon atom containing these two hydrogen atoms. Due to this sigma V plane, this Br2 and Br1 will be related through anisotropically to each other. On the other way, if you consider a mirror plane, then you can see that this compound will be converted to HB and HA will be like this, and Br2 will come here, and methyl will be above the plane as like this. So this bromine 1 will come here. That means we can say that this compound and this compound can be interconverted to each other through a sigma plane or mirror plane. Therefore, we can say that bromine 1 and bromine 2 are anisotropic to each other. That is the option number B, that is HAHB are diastereotropic and Br1, Br2 are anisotropic to each other. Option number B is the correct answer. Next, see another question. Here we have to identify the relation between HA and HB. Here we can see that this molecule contains a sigma plane passing through this carbon atom, this CO2H group, nitrogen center, carbon and oxygen center, and this sigma plane will bisect this molecule, and due to presence of this sigma plane, this HA and HB will be anisotropic to each other. So we can say that C is the correct answer. In the next question, we have to identify the relation between HA and HB in this compound, and also the relation between HA and HB in the second compound. For the first both the two compounds, the solution is very easy. In the first compound, we can see that there is a sigma plane passing through this carbon, this phenyl ring, the nitrogen center, and this carbon atom, and this will bisect this two hydrogen atom and will make this two hydrogen atom anisotropic to each other. Now in the second example, here we can see that the molecule does not contain any axis of symmetry or any sigma plane by which these two hydrogen atom can be interconverted to each other, and along with this we can see that the molecule is already containing two chiral center, and due to presence of these two chiral center, we can say that this hydrogen A and HB will be diastereotropic to each other. Now in other words, we can see the chemical and magnetic environment of these two hydrogen atom, and we can say about the diastereotropic nature of these two hydrogen atom. Now if you see the chemical and magnetic environment of HA and HB, you can see you are seeing the compound from this direction, and HB is in front of you and HA is at distant position from you, that is at the back side. Now if you see this compound along this direction, you can see that since HB is in front of you, and according to HB, this methyl group that is in the front side of you is below the plane, and the rear distance methyl group is above the plane. On the other way, the distance hydrogen atom will see that the nearer methyl group is above the plane, but the distance methyl group is below the plane with respect to this hydrogen atom. That means the chemical environment for these two atoms is not similar. So the answer will be, for 1 both the hydrogen atoms will be anisotropic, and for 2 both the hydrogens will be diastereotropic to each other. So option number B will be the correct answer. So let's see next question. So this question came in GATE 2005. We have to identify the stereochemistry of the final product. Here we can see that the starting acid is S. Since if you see the stereochemistry, it will be 1, 2 and 3 clockwise rotation, but least prior group is above the plane, so the stereochemistry will be opposite, that is it will be S. And the alcohol is a mixture of both R and S isomer. Since it is plus minus, that means there is both R and S. Okay. Now the reaction of esterification will occur at this carboxylic group, and the product generated will be this one. And since the reaction does not hamper the chiral center and it is happening at this carboxylic group, so the stereochemistry of this chiral center will be fixed in the final compound also. So it will be S. This chiral center will be S. Now since the alcohol is R and S, so if R alcohol attacks at this carboxyl group, so the S star will be SR, and if the S alcohol react to form the S star, then the stereochemistry of the S star will be SS. That is, the relationship between the S stars formed in these reactions will be diastomeric, and a mixture of diastomers will be formed. So option number B will be the correct answer, a mixture of diastereomer. Now in this case we have to identify the relationship between these three hydrogen atoms, and we have to tell about the correct options among these four. Now this is a non-bonded type case, and here first of all I want to say that HC and HB will be related to anisotropically each other, since there will be a sigma plane containing this carbon and this carbon, and it will bisect this molecule, and HB and HC will be related through a mirror image relationship. So HB and HC will be anisotropic to each other. They will be anisotropic. On the other way, this HB and HA, that is HB is XO, HA is endo, HB and HA will be related to each other diastotropically. And similarly HA and HC will be also diastotopic, since HC is XO, HA is endo. Now among the given options we can see HA and HB is anisotropic is not correct. HA HC is anisotropic, it is also not correct. HA HB is diastotopic, it is correct. HB HC is diastotopic, it is not correct. So option number B is the correct answer. Now in this compound we have to identify the relationship between HA and HB for these three compound. Here we can see that the compound already containing one chiral center, so the relationship between HA and HB will be diastotopic. In this case, since the two groups are identical and they HA and HB can be interconverted through a C2 axis, so they will be homotopic, and in this case HA and HB will be related through a sigma plane, that is mirror plane, passing through this methyl carbon, this center carbon and chlorine atom, and so H and HB in this case will be anisotropic. So we can say that option number C is the correct answer. So that's all for this discussion, and thank you for watching. And if you are new in this channel, then please subscribe to my channel to motivate me to make such interesting videos in future. And thank you once again.